Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Monday production meeting. Today we are going to hear from Jay-Z about his hackathon, his personal hackathon. So let's hear about it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I just want to show off the end product more than I think I can make another video that's just like a hacker of like a technical video of like how the behind the scenes, like the code behind the website. But first, I guess I just want to let's talk through it and show it to people. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So I will share it up. Oh, wait, hold on. I also want to share it up with sound. Where does that happen? Stop. Share. Oh, why do I want to share with sound? I have no idea. All right, anyway. Oh. All right, well, cool. You guys can see this, right?
Yes. I have
Yes.
to lean into it to read, but yes.
Here it is. Oh, can I make it bigger?
Woo! The website.
Website. So I have some questions, Andy, about it.
Okay.
So when you go to it, does it show up this maroon color or does it show up the white color?
Well, first of all, I don't have my computer. I don't know how to use this. Let's see, this computer. I don't really know. Let's see. I don't want to go off to another page, but
It's
um,
maroon for me.
It is? Oh,
oh,
and yeah, Andy, I think when we were talking about it before, I think it first showed up as white for you.
mhm.
So, and it might show up differently on people's phones than on their computer too. But it should work fine. It's responsive, what they call responsive. So that means that like if you're on a phone and it's only this wide, see like, or if you make it that small, see how these menus look nice
Yeah,
and
yeah.
So let's be clear for everyone. This is the Dolltime6 website. It's not the Moira Press website. It's Dolltime6, which is it's a sub project under the Moira Press Studios. We have a lot of talk shows, but then we have the theater and arts side of the Moira Press where we have a lot of artists doing clowning and stuff like that. So this is what Jay-Z kind of created for the theater and arts group. It's the Dolltime6 webpage.
yeah. And that brings me to my first question, Andy. Should it be doll time or should it be doll time 6?
I think it should be Doll Times 6 because I think we looked and there was other Doll Times, which is why we got Doll Times 6, and that's the legit name. And I think it has to do with my Venus square Jupiter is at 6 degrees, and like that is like the super arty just and Neptune's going to be hitting that Venus square Jupiter for several years now, and so I think it's that the 6 degree situation.
Oh, nice. So it's Moira 14 and doll time 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, cool. Right on. And so I also put it as doll time, and that's what people can see as the URL too. Well,
Okay, so
Right.
it's dolltime6.com.
.com, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever built a website before? You are a computer hacker. That's what you do for a living.
I am, and I have not. I've never made a website before, and it was like a really super fun project. And because I'm a coder, well, I could show real quick that, oh, geez, what are all these things? Yeah.
Whoa.
So I have this is a repo that I have on GitHub, and it's called Dolltime6. And this is kind of what the code looks like. So basically, it's a static website, and it uses the Hugo framework and the Congo theme. And like I was saying, I can give us another tour of the actual code behind it.
So how can you be a computer person and never have built a website? I just don't understand that.
Oh, because I'm not they call it a front end person. In software engineering, maybe people have specialties. I'm always and always have been on the server side, so I'll write the back end code for things, or I do a lot of stuff. It's called DevOps, which is a kind of combination between development and operations. So, and that what that is like systems that will automatically deploy to infrastructure, or there's this thing called infrastructure as code. It's IAC. And so that is you write code that will create the servers and then install everything on them, so you can do that in an iterative process, and then also things can be scalable. They can add more in when there's the need, or scale them down to have fewer servers if there's not a lot of traffic. And it's all this thing also called autonomics, which is auto healing of infrastructure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow,
So
that's very cool.
oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah, we don't really see what you do, like on the day to day sometimes because we see you do the more press stuff. So that's really cool.
Yeah. Well, right on. Well, it was really fun. Like you said, I never made a website before, and I took this week off of work for vacation because I had to kind of burn some vacation time. So I just took a week off and did this because it was fun and I wanted to. And there were other things that I wanted to do. So like there's yeah, there's thing called spec-driven development where it's like you write the specifications for a feature that you want to implement, and then you can get AI coding assistants to help you with the coding of it, and then you have to, carefully review what they wrote because it's not, there are always assumptions or it's not correct or whatever, but it fills out a whole bunch of, spews out a whole bunch of code, and then you correct it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's really, I want to explore that and play with AI in that way, getting
Oh,
it to write code for me. So that was fun too.
awesome.
Cool. Wow.
So what do we got here? So what is the point of the website? Like, what are you trying to do with it?
All right, so the website is for us to have a place to send people so that they can see what's going on, and especially what's going on with, like you say, the Fringe Theater Collective side, right?
The
So
Cringe Theater Collective?
yes, the Cringe Theater Collective. So here at the end is the YouTube link for the playlist that you've been putting all of the videos that kind of fit in this category. And they are a subsection of your YouTube page, right? So
Nice.
when you go to Andy's YouTube page, if you go to playlists, you can see that there are different playlists for the different either people who are frequenters or, however we categorize the things.
Hmm.
And there's this doll time playlist. So basically, we're drawing from the doll time playlist without people having to go through here and figure out what things are. It instead collects them all here, and it's categorizing things in originals, covers, and behind the scenes.
That is, wow, you added all those today.
Yeah, I did.
So,
I
so go ahead.
but
So if you as Z0, you're a character in the French theater group, if you write an original song, it's
mhm.
gonna go in the originals tab.
Yes. Yeah. That was another question that I had for you. What fits in the Dolltime 6 category?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I think, okay, like it makes me think of Lillian Bennett, who is a kind of Facebook actor on the Moira Press page, Facebook page, and she's building a clown persona. She lives on the East Coast too, and she's having a clown persona. I can't, it's a secretary bird, and I think she should be on here because she's a clown also. But yeah, I mean, I guess I don't really know. What do you think fits?
It's it's been a question that I've had because um, as I'm trying to categorize things and as I'm making the cast page, like, should ALG be in the cast? Should Nina be in the cast? Should
Inter-
JC be in the cast? Or are the casts only the doll characters?
Interesting. Yeah, I wish Nina was here today so we could answer that because I don't really know. Because she and I originally came up with the name Dolltime 6, but I'm not really sure because you're turning it with this hack that you've done. You're turning it from a band, which was Dolltime 6, into a fringe theater group. So you're kind of hacking, changing it to include other things. And I think, you know, that might be something we need to have a meeting with Nina as well.
Hmm.
To me, it seems like doll time people should be in it, and nobody that's not part of your characterizations. Because if you go back to that other video page with the yes, so these are all people in their personas,
Hmm.
and to me, it looks like that page should be that. And if you had anybody that was just a normal bloke off the street, it wouldn't fit that page.
Yeah, maybe because maybe this is you get a character once you become a clown. The reason Lillian Bennett seems like she should be on this page is because she has a clown persona. And then there's Laurel Kurtz who has clowned around with me too, and so maybe she could end up on the page once she becomes an official clown.
Right. Okay. So maybe this shouldn't say cast, but should say dolls.
Yes, yes, because that's the thing about Dolltime 6 is we turn people into dolls and clowns, like we turn them. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know if you saw on
Yeah,
the Facebook where I turned you into a Rubik's Cube and I was like, I'm gonna turn you so many times because like I did that to you. So like that's like the whole thing is like turning.
Oh, yes. So maybe there's dolls, and then there can even be a people page, right? So
Oh
there could
yeah,
be a
people
doll.
and dolls, just like guys and dolls.
yeah.
That was a show.
It was a movie. Yeah, it's also a movie. But yeah, so that yeah, I think you have to be careful of that because dolls back in the 50s, 60s, and even the 70s meant women.
Yeah, but we're reinventing dolls, and I think
I know it also meant
there's a song
dolls.
called Mandala that I wrote. It's Mandolla, and it goes mandala, 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 mandala.
That's awesome. All right. Well, we'll have to get that up here.
So what if it said humans and dolls?
Ooh, that's a
There
good
you
one.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's good.
And maybe
Earth.
you can spell it Humyn.
Okay.
All right, I'm writing this down. Humans and dolls. All right, and then
Like
so
guys and dolls, humans and
yeah,
dolls.
so then there was the crew page, right? So do the crew goes on the humans page. Maybe the humans page has cast and crew.
Yeah, oh,
I
that's a good idea. That's a good idea because the crew are humans, but they're like the backstage humans.
Mm-hmm.
I like navel gazer.
Oh,
That's great. That's what I want on my urn at the end. Navel
Yeah.
gazer.
excellent.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I like this where we have humans, cast, and crew. Then we have dolls, and then we could also have a tab for clowns.
Oh, right. The dolls thing could have be segmented into clowns and others.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, clowns, and clowns should be spelled with an X.
XLOWN.
yeah. I might show up as a clown, not forever, but
Ooh, you want to clown with us? We can turn you in a video.
I would be a tragic clown,
Okay. Okay. Well, you would be a tragic clown because you are
like
so,
Pagliacci.
I don't know who Pagliacci is, but he
Oh,
sounds
it's an opera. It's depressing. Great.
okay.
All
So yeah,
right, go ahead.
No, does that answer your questions on that piece?
Yeah, I guess it's just gonna be like clowns and then others, but under the dolls.
Well, there could be lollies. Like we have Crow who wants to be a lolly, which I guess would be an other, but like that's like a Lolita doll. They're called lollies. Um,
Really?
yeah. You know what? This is called agile development.
Yeah, iterative development.
Because this is why I never do static websites and I always work on Facebook. It's because we're a co-creation crew, like we all co-create, and so it's constantly agile, like things constantly change depending on what people want to do. And so it's really cool that you can change this website iteratively and agilely without it being like a static, it's like a static landing page that's agile.
Yes, yes. And that is exactly how I developed it because yeah, that's the software development life cycle methodology that I use is if you look over here on uh here uh this is you can see how I did it. First, I made the website and it didn't have anything on it. And then I create got the URL and then deployed to it. And then I updated the cast and crew pages and then I put in the spec kit thing, which is this spec driven development thing. Then I added the video section and each time like after I added these pages, I was able to push them out to production just with a one just one command. And so now every time that I do something like today, I add a whole bunch more videos and then I push it out. And then so it's like there's this thing called continuous deployment that you can do. And I'll be setting it up so that every time I merge something to the repo, it automatically pushes those updates out to the website.
Oh,
This is my friend
you're a
Robbie also.
genius. What a be way to be a genius. Okay, what is that?
My friend Robbie for Halloween this last Saturday got dressed up as a guy who was dressing up as Ronald McDonald to make money.
Nice,
Oh, good one. That is meta.
nice. No, Jay-Z, you're really drawing down your inner genius with this, and I really, really think it's amazing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
No,
it looks great. It looks great.
it's been super fun. So,
How
and then,
long did it take you? That's the question everybody asks.
oh, well, I worked on it all week, so like 40 hours, you know?
That's crazy. I think that's crazy, but then these quilts I make for people take me like hundreds of hours. Like it's kind of like making a quilt or something, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I love beautiful code, like beautiful, clearly written code. Here, let me show you this. This is like, oh yeah, add videos from playlist. Like,
Yeah.
what
Wow.
this does is it's so instead of me oh that was some fixing some things instead of me like typing in this was the title, this is the duration, this was this and that, it's like it just parses it off of YouTube and then creates the page and adds it there in the repo for it.
Wow.
So what
Wow.
I'm doing is writing tools that make it really easy to keep the website up to date. So it's not going to be a lot of work to like when I just added, a half a dozen videos today, it didn't take that long because I had a script to do it.
Interesting. You like built a foundation that you can then just like paint over, or like basically like you built yourself like a skeleton that's really easy to work with. And so it becomes almost like a Facebook page. It seems like you can just add stuff and take stuff away. And I mean, I don't know how easy it is, but
Yeah. Well, I like to automate everything so that anything that you have to do more than once, just like write it with code and then you can really just keep popping it out.
nice. What's the behind the scenes part?
All right, so this was that first video that you and Nina and Billy are talking about like what do you want with this band? And so what I did there was I downloaded that video locally to my machine, and then I wrote some code in Python also, Lumiere, because you were asking. Uh,
Yeah.
It's Python, and it uses this library called OpenAI Whisper that will grab all the text out of a video and into a file, and then I ran that through Chat GPT kind of thing to summarize what you guys had said. And then from there, I put that as the start of the about page, but it sounded cheesy AI, so I totally rewrote it. But still, it was started like that, and then so it started with our ideas, you AI summarizing it, and then from that rewriting it.
Interesting.
And the same thing with the Face Jam. I took all that text for what we were talking about in our last Face Jam, and like that's where these three living principles come from, because you typed those three things in, Andy, something like them,
Oh,
and
okay.
that came kind of the foundation, and
You're
that plus all of our what we've been talking about.
It's so funny. Before we got online, we were talking about number two, love is something that grows with time and making art together. Like we were literally processing that right there. But this is amazing because I love that you took it from our live writing conversation because one of the ethos of the Moira Press studio is that we are a co-creative studio. It's not one person in charge, it's all of us in charge, and we're all keep informing the equation. So it's so cool that you're taking those conversations and building it from what we all talked about.
Yeah, and that brings me to the other thing that we were talking about, which was that, or we said we should talk about, is that it's not only is this website to give other people a place to go to understand what we're doing or what we're trying to do, it's our own manifestation vision board. Because if we can keep the website like one step ahead of what we've done so far in reality, then we keep iteratively
Mm.
uh, one foot in front of the other, marching towards this like amazing collective vision that we have through spending time together talking about it and envisioning what the best possible outcome could be and then making that happen.
Yeah, I noticed that when I saw it and read it, I felt like you were manifesting this fringe theater troupe, which all our manifestation lessons are kind of coming together now in this like writing the future thing. And I think that's what's so brilliant about you is that you've taken like you're an integration specialist of like everything we learn, you integrate and go forward with that in your pocket. Like you don't like forget what you've learned. It's like, and so I feel like that is really epic. Like, and so it makes me want to like get on the line with Nina and have a meeting with Nina where we read through the website on a video and we talk about the manifestation of Dolltime 6 through the website, and then we make decisions about like who goes where and what, like with Nina there as well.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Is there other stuff you want to show us?
I think that might be actually it. What else is on the website? Oh, so yeah, there's the light theme, dark theme thing. So that one follows. So I'm on a Mac right now, and I have it set up so that have a dark theme. So when that's why this is dark, and when I open new windows, they're usually dark.
Yeah.
So and then people who have it set up light, when they open up new things, their new things will be light. And the website follows their
Eh.
preferences.
Can you tell us about the dark hat, light hat hacker thing, and also what is a hacker to you?
Oh, yeah, there's a white hat hackers and black hat hackers are kind of and then there's the gray hats who are both, right? And so I'm probably would be classified as a gray hat hacker or a white hat hacker. I mean, I don't do evil things, but I don't always stay within the boundaries, maybe. Um,
Yeah, you
anyhow.
kind of went out of boundary with this because we didn't necessarily ask for this. You kind of did it and kind of like strong armed us a little bit through doing that. I feel like that was like a little black hat. It was like
Oh,
a little bit rogue, you know?
oh, right.
Like
I
I
see.
feel like in D&D, have you heard of chaotic good?
Yes.
Is it I feel like you're chaotic good hacker. Like you're a good hacker, but you might do some chaos magic.
Yeah. Yeah, right on. So yeah, black hat and white hat, and yeah, there's usually white hats are people who say they're the good guys, and then black hats are, script kiddies who want to be bad.
So what's a hacker? Is it just somebody who works through a computer to manipulate the world?
Well, I think there's a hacker kind of personality or a hacker so back in the day, there was this thing called freakers, like phone freakers, PH, right?
Hmm.
And so back in the day when you had to use a telephone, and you'd use a payphone and they'd be expensive because you had to keep pumping quarters into them, especially if you called somebody long distance. You know what I'm talking about, Lumiere?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. All
yeah.
right. So, for example, they're in phone freaking, the signaling of that you dropped a quarter into the slot was actually what's called an in-band signal. So there was a whistle that if you whistled at the exact frequency, which is hard to do with your mouth, you could make the sound of a quarter dropping, say.
Ah,
And then, you know how there used to be toys in cereal boxes?
yes.
There was this whistle in Captain Crunch that happened to be that exact frequency.
Wow,
And anyway, what you could do is
that's
uh,
great.
you could, and so my brother is a long haul trucker. And so he had to spend a lot of quarters like calling back home and stuff. So
Yeah.
I made him a dialer that you could get at Radio Shack, a dialer and record, and it would play like certain things. Or actually, what I did was I took those singing birthday cards that you
Yeah.
can record onto? Happy
Hmm.
birthday. So I
Yes.
recorded the sound of a quarter dropping, and then I put it in like a tic tac box, and had a button on it, and I gave it to my brother so that he could, with phone calls, like play the quarters and make phone calls for free to call home.
Interesting. So the hacker manipulates the environment through machinery, basically.
Yeah, the hacker finds creative solutions around the problem in front of them and will draw from like anywhere. And
In
it so it doesn't
non-traditional ways.
yeah, and there doesn't so that's what I guess my long-winded example was like there were no computers involved in that.
Right.
But
Right,
the
right.
hack,
But it was
right?
still a hack.
Right. Yeah.
Makes me think
Well,
of those life hack video compilations.
way back in the day, used to drill a hole in a quarter, put a small string on it, and if you only had to use, it was only a quarter to make a call, you would put the quarter and then pull it out.
Did you actually do that?
I didn't.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
because if it wasn't long distance, and there was a time when it was only a quarter to call, and I had to call my parents or something, and I was pumping gas at the time, and I had to call them, and I wasn't allowed to use the phone, but we had a payphone there, and I would just use that and say, "Look, I'm leaving in about 10 minutes." But I never paid for it. I just pulled the quarter back out.
Oh, that's awesome.
So one of the things about hackers is they're clever.
Mm.
I mean, they definitely are like not to be stopped. Like I feel like hackers are like, "Oh, you think you got me?" No, I've like they're kind of like break through and be they're kind of like it's kind of a competition with hackers of like will the system control you, and the hackers like, "No, I will control the system."
Yeah, it seems like people that want to get around the norm.
Yeah. They want to like go outside the box to break through and like they're like always breaking down they're like yeah, they're kind of not necessarily naughty, but they're like clever.
Yeah, they're kind of like in my mind, it was always like, well, the rules don't apply to me.
Yes, interesting.
That's great. I love that, and I love that about you. I didn't realize that.
Hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, definitely. So you're coming out as a hacker right now.
I guess that's true. I
You're
mean, I
coming out.
hacked my body.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I suppose that's different though, isn't it?
Well, it's biohacking. I mean, I transitioned my body from female to male. I mean, that's a hack.
Yeah, I guess that's a hack. Yeah.
I mean, that's one way to look at it. That's the hacker way to look at it.
I guess that's true.
Like like you
Hack. Go ahead.
well, I think you've hacked it in as much as that you're not like you kind of have broken through the oppression part of transgenderism and hacked it into like an asset. Like you're like the gender euphoria hack,
Mm.
whereas
Yeah.
like you're almost like a mind hacker now with the manifestation stuff of like you're not to be kept down with thoughts or, malaises about it, kind of thing.
Out of the norm.
Mm.
You're you have a hacker body.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it is what I am.
But
interesting.
I am as
that's
God.
very cool. I learned something I like about you.
Oh,
More that I like. So it's in the I like stack. I don't think I have anything in the I don't like stack, but I like this. This is great.
oh.
Yeah, you definitely like wowed us with this website and like it like in our connection through art, it piqued my connect like I fell in love with you over this website, that is for sure.
And you have a hacker heart. I like that too.
Yeah.
So anyway, I have to run.
Okay, well, we can just shut down the episode, but thank you, Jay-Z. And for anyone, if you have
Yes.
any questions or things you want added to the website, write them in the comments of this video or come to us on Facebook or anything, and we will co-create this website just like we co-create everything. Thank you, Jay-Z.
All right, yeah. Talk to
Bye.
you later.
Thank you so much for
Bye.
the website. All right, bye.
All
Yeah.
right.